evening, everybody. Hello, Zach. Hello, Bill.
Hi, Rob. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing well, sir. Doing well. Let me turn this down just a hair.
Looks like we got the majority of the usual suspects in the house. That's always good to see.
Usual suspects.
Yep.
So I want to remind you guys, I would like to do an early bird race tonight at 9:15 for silver. So if you guys could remind me at 9:15, we'll go ahead and start off with a race right then. But let's say hi to some good people. Mr. Neil, Top Shop, Miss Lucinda, Jay Paul. Good evening, Jay. Jay was here early. Billster, Javier.
Mike the Greek's bringing up eggnog season.
Yeah, you already sent me an email. Denise said she's already looked for it at our Publix, but it's not there yet. But she's going to look for it tomorrow when she goes shopping tomorrow.
Look in the bottom shelf of the fridge all the way in the back. You never know.
Wishes. Hi, Mr. Minix.
Eggnog.
Gregory Gibson.
Oh, Brian. Mr. Papaw's here. Old Paylone.
Oh, Papa.
Scott McClory. Dina. Miss Dina's here.
P280 Adventures. Welcome. Hi, Hunter Busher.
5280's here.
Minutes. Mandy.
5280's here.
Yes,
Bill?
he is. He sure is. Hi, Grandma Kelly.
Good evening, sir. Scott McClory, Jay Paul, Martin Smythe. Ah, well, that would work, Martin. You get a yes for that, Martin, if you've been to a different province. Absolutely. Good evening, Pat Paul.
Jeremy, good evening.
Howdy, Jeremy. Howdy, Yodi. I hope you had a productive day, Jeremy, trying to get some of those videos figured out that you wanted to, sir. Jason E. Miner of Golden Skull Prospecting, which sounds like something out of Rivendell. Howdy, Dina.
I'm medical detectorist.
Even medical. He got a prize sent to him this week.
All right, Mr. Minix. Cool. Awesome.
You see Martin Smythe throat? Is this how all you guys wound up in a bathtub? Yes, Zach refused to be in the bathtub, though.
Dirt Diggers UK, welcome. Hi, Ringo.
What happens in the tub
stays welcome.
in the tub.
Yeah, what happens in the bathtub stays in the bathtub.
That's right. That sounds good, Jay. Jay said, "What if I could in a heartbeat?"
Lance, good evening.
Howdy, Lance. Rocky Fry, good evening.
Torchy, hello. DK1.
Marty V, DK1. Dina. Way to go. Louisiana got their internet up. Good.
So I won a picker on a sticker from Megadog in a chat a month or so ago, or in a stream. Everybody else got theirs in 2 or 3 days, which a picker on a sticker is just mailed in a regular envelope.
Got it.
Mine showed up today, dated August 28th.
I told you, Zach, I sent you a prize twice, and twice it came back to me. I don't know what it is about your post office, but
my post office is good. You sent it to the wrong address twice, which I thank you for, because that probably really pissed him off.
Wow. Ventures just got off of Myrtle Beach. That sounds like an absolutely beautiful place. Captain Vic, Charlie just looks like he filled his diaper. He does look pretty happy, doesn't he, Captain Vic?
Bill and Christine, hello.
Good evening, Bill. And Christine, if you're there. Gregory. Workman's, good evening. Howdy, Greg. AU Diver.
I'm Matt, Christine. I watched one of Christine's eating videos and had to have a Chick-fil-A sandwich, man.
See, I'll tell you something. That's what every guy can, I think, in my opinion. I'm speaking for every guy here, but that's one thing I like about Denise. She is not shy about eating. Denise, you could take Denise out to dinner and she's not going to pick around her plate and waste your money. And I like that about Christine. I don't know how she stays so skinny like that, but Christine enjoys her food, and that's great. Hunter Bouchier, good evening, sir.
I hate eating videos.
Hi, Don Roller Creeper. MD for Cash, good evening.
Evening, MD.
Eggnog check.
Howdy, Ringo. There's Miss Mary. She's here with us tonight. Miss Mary, Mr. Charlie's not here to ignore you tonight. So, we're going to that you're here and if you win a race. There's Mark, the Senile Detectors. Good evening, Mark.
James Schultz, good evening.
Howdy, James. Howdy, Mr. Minix.
$45 in the house.
Pat Paul says, vacation was fun, but metal detecting there sucked. Pat Paul, Start doing your vacations around metal detecting areas. Troy and I, everywhere Troy and I go with our partners, we go, "Oh, metal detector here." And we're not looking at the place for what it looks like for a vacation spot. We just look at it for what it looks like for metal detecting.
Well, Rob, I can't say we will be looking forward to your beach metal detecting videos. We have missed those.
Well, I don't know if there'll be one by the end of this season, Zach. I mean, things do quiet down on Clearwater Beach November and December. There's not as many people doing drops because they're not in the water as much. But I will, if I'm able to walk well enough to detect by November, December, I will probably be out there.
Hi, Grandma
but
Kelly.
If not, my goal is to saturate spring break for sure next year. Thank you, honey.
I would imagine the beach is probably hard to walk on unless you're in the water. So if I were you, I think I'd probably start in parks and.
I'm definitely starting on flat ground parks, and that's the nice thing about the state of Florida, Zach, is we're a pretty freaking flat state. And that big 9-acre field that Dalton has, that's one, it's 1850s ground, and two, it's pretty flat and level. So what I intend to do is when I get back out there, I intend to hit a lot of my little permissions that I haven't hit in over a year, and a lot of local parks. Like I was saying on last week's stream, there's only 4, as far as I know, there's only 4 of us in my county that detect, and one guy hasn't been out that I know of in a year. I haven't seen his buddy being out, and our female friend Alex, she moved out of town. Mr. Dalton actually did get out the other day. But he's between his bigger responsibilities at work. He has now a job
my brother
and his little son. He's not detecting as much. So I would say pretty much every park and school in our county hasn't been hit in a year. So it's going to be like having fresh ground again all over again when I get out there in a year and 4 months.
Good. How come crap still doesn't have a wrench on your channel?
I will take care of that. Thank you, honey. Good night. Good evening, Tony. Thanks for you being here with us tonight. Guys, big channel right there. If you're not subscribed to Tony and 5280 and DK, his radio partner at Adventures in Dirt, make sure you subscribe to both of them. Scott, so do I, Scott. I'm a sucker for Ignition. There's Grandma Kelly. Was able to hit some of her live stream today. There's Mr. Kerry Holderreed, Javier, Ringo. Ooh, I saw pumpkin spice eggnog today. That sounds good, Tom, but I actually just like the plain Publix eggnog.
I got pumpkin spice coffee creamer in the refrigerator. It's good for the first cup or two.
There's Mr. Jeremy.
I do see pumpkin rolls.
I'm sure it'll show up here within a week or two, Nick or Mike.
I do see pumpkin rolls back in the stores, though.
That sounds something like Denise would buy.
She doesn't buy pumpkin rolls. She probably makes them.
How you doing? All right, Charlie goes out Monday.
Howdy, Jim Steele. No, guys, Charlie's not in jail. All jokes aside, Charlie has something very, very busy, but very good. I'm going to say the big problem that was off the air earlier this year for 2 or 3 months. That a big problem he had that got resolved. That situation has resolved itself even better to the good way, but there is some attention to detail that Charlie has to take care of over the next 2 weeks to settle that situation, but settle it in a very good way. So Charlie's going to be busy for 2 weeks. It's going to be a physical busy, but guys, it's a good thing. It's Charlie's not out because he's got a big problem.
Hi, Jim.
It's a good problem. So I'm not authorized to tell what the problem is. He'll let us know when he comes back, but it's good news, guys. So
Rob, have you ever considered running for local political office?
Absolutely, sir. But there is way too many skeletons in the Menardo closet, sir.
I mean, we're talking. You just did a 250-word essay style answer.
It didn't say a thing, did I? Nope, didn't say a thing.
This brought to you by Vote for Rob, Sector 9.
Well, Well, obviously not this one. The front fell off, but I'm talking about all the others.
Oh my God! I played that for Denise the other day,
I know.
and she's not as big a British Homer as I am, and she thought it was okay, but I was just rolling while the whole thing was going. And could you call me a cart? Well, didn't you come in a Commonwealth cart? Well, yes, but the front fell off. Look at that. Mr. Minnick says I got an awesome monkey banana in the mail. Good deal, Mr. Minnick.
Nice. Yep.
Evening, Ronnie.
Not quite Carolinas.
Howdy there, Mr. Mystic. Mystic, I checked. The coin show is October 30th, October 31st, and November 1st in Lakeland. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, sir. So if you're up for it, let me know, sir. I'd love to pick you up and head off to the coin show again. I do have a
Tomcat Josh, hello.
What the hell did I do with it? I purposely put it aside so I wouldn't lose it. And of course,
Hey, Rob, what was the dollar amount on that coin you were confused about? Was it $8.50
what coin?
at the coin show?
It was $850, and I thought the guy wanted $8.50.
Okay, we need to make you up a shirt because we know the guy will be there again. That's how the coin junkies are. We need to make you up a shirt that says $8.50 with a question mark. $8.50 with a question mark.
I am going to really try to avoid that guy's row, Zach. Okay.
Absolutely not. Mystic, steer him that way.
Because he had 15 on it, and then he said, "I'll take $8.50." So when I got $9 out, Zach, I thought the guy was going to lose his mind. And I should realize that there was going to be nothing under a locked glass case that was going to be $8.50. Okay.
That only happens at Walmart.
Yeah. Great coffee, hon.
Kiss ass.
Dirt Diggers UK, welcome to be here. Let me make sure I get Mr. Dirt Diggers in the race.
Hey, that's a good idea, Mona. 1122 shirt. Rob can sell those.
Oh, yeah.
I could just see it now. It's 1122. Do you know what time it is?
You know where your Menardo is at 11:22.
Do you know where your elders are?
That's okay, Bill. Several years ago, when Park Rat sent me, he had his shirts made up that says you're only one good hole away from a really good day. I was metal detecting out in the water at Clearwater Beach. I was about waist deep, so I passed these like three or four hottie teenage girls that were all in the water, and I passed by them, and they read the back of my shirt, and they thought it was a sexual reference. You're only one hole away from a good day, so they all four burst out laughing, and I was just laughing to myself. I was just laughing to myself because they had no idea what the shirt meant, and I'm sure that none of them were bright enough to figure it out. Me being a metal detector, so
Hi, Drew.
thank you, Mr. Torchy. Appreciate it. You got one coming your way. Prize.
You should have turned around and told them why you want to try, and then when they get a metal detector, we dig holes.
Okay,
my luck back, one of them would have been 17, and I'd been in some trouble.
Oh yeah, nice.
Hey, Relic Reaper. Boom! 10 memberships. Wow, Tomcat Josh, thank you so much.
Hi, Phil Garner.
Boom. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you, sir. That's exactly right, J. Paul. You didn't show me.
Thank you, Mark the Snail Detectors, member for 11 months.
Boom! Thank you, Mark. There's
Hi,
Bill.
bud.
MD4, good evening. Howdy, Papaw. Medical. Wow, it's great. We already got 64 good people in here today. And how many likes do we have?
You still haven't given crap a wrench yet.
64. Oh, I need to refresh that because I know we have more than 8 likes. 46 likes, so 14 of you are slacking. All right, let's see if we can find crap in the. All right, here we go, Zach. Added as a moderator. That has been taken care of, sir.
We appreciate that.
Boom. Yes, sir. That's right.
Thank
Grandma Kelly said, I never waste food money. I love food. Grandma Kelly, when I was in my, well, actually, when I met her when I was 29, when I met a girlfriend that I had for 2 years at the police department back in, well, like I say, I was 29. I met her. Once we got close enough that once we
Hi,
pretty much moved in together, she fixed dinner one night, one of the first nights I was ever with her. And then she got up from dinner and she took all the food and threw it in the garbage can. And I was like, what the F are you doing? You don't waste food like that. And she says, she kind of looked at me and she goes, well, my ex-husband refused to eat leftovers. I go, well, yeah, well, your ex-husband's also a dick. So among other things, so let's add the, I'll waste food by not eating leftovers. I said, please don't ever do that again. I'll eat leftovers till they're gone. Okay. You don't waste food. I was brought up in a family. You didn't have money to waste food.
That's how it is in Reno, though. Rob?
Reno.
Yeah, I thought you were a cop in Reno.
No, Largo.
Oh, I thought they based Reno 911 off you. Shit, I've been
Well,
confused.
they based the show off me, not where I was. Okay. Howdy, Fairy Dust. Isn't that a great thumbnail, Fairy Dust? Some of that food does look good. Even James.
Yeah, Scott.
Howdy, Miss Dina.
You gotta love Menardo. He probably has never had a fully functioning filter.
Howdy, Dirt Devil. Grandma Kelly, there's lots of us that would take you out to eat. I just, but not all of us are. Let me just leave that there. Some of us are pigs. Look, we're already making the shirt. What does it say? Do you know? It's kind of fuzzy. Do you know what?
Do you know where your people are?
Do you know where your people are? Outstanding.
They are quick. Oh, do you know what your people are posting? Do you know what people are posting?
Howdy, Miss Beth. I saw that, Grandma Kelly. You sent us a text of that. Cool coin. Evening, Colonel. Yeah, there's I'm giving up football for the stream tomorrow morning, guys. The NFL is doing a game from Dublin, Ireland tomorrow at 9:30. So Denise will probably have that on in the background. Evening, Mark.
In fairness, if I was going to watch a football game, one from Ireland would be where I'd watch, because they're so drunk you never know what could happen.
Yes, because England, I think, is 6 or 7 hours ahead of us. So
that's afternoon over there.
9 a.m. here will be 2, 3 in the afternoon there. So yeah, it'll be prime drinking time over there, Zach.
Prime drinking time.
So I would imagine, yes, you're going to have a lot of sloshed Irish football fans. Let's hope they don't get as carried away as they do for soccer football games. Good evening, Moon. Alrighty, guys, I'm almost down.
Gold Community is about to go to the big JP bash next weekend.
Yeah, I know Pat just left for it yesterday.
There's some going down early. Pat's one of them. That'll be a good time.
I know he told me in Zoom Wednesday that he had to buy a new battery for the Mercedes I sold him, but apparently he's been using my old Mercedes to zip back and forth to Tennessee and hopefully hasn't had any problems. So knock on wood, Pat. I hope that Mercedes is still running good for you, sir.
Taken care of, they can be okay. I just got a negative internet review over a Mercedes.
It ran like a Swiss watch for me. That trip up I took up to North Florida with it. Oh my God, that thing ran just like a Swiss watch. And Pat said his wife found it uncomfortable, but I found it. I mean, I looked down one time. I was cruising on the interstate, and I looked down. I was doing 90, and I had to back it off. I found it a very, very smooth running car and very comfortable. Nope, really? Nick, I actually did not hear that this time.
Somebody posted it.
My doctor does not like eggnog in my coffee. I don't think it's the eggnog part, Kelly. I think it's the liquor part.
Does all eggnog have liquor?
No, because I'm not a big liquor guy. There you go, Bill. Good question. Yep, that's exactly right, Grandma Kelly. See, Zach, what I just said, nothing in 250 words. Grandma Kelly just summed up in 10 words right there. Even full half. He got a prize sent out this week, I believe.
Hello, Anna.
You know what, Jeremy? I'd be willing to bet you that if Charlie hit the lottery, he'd still be here again the next week because he's that down to earth guy.
Hi, Lewis.
Hi, Mandy. Hi, Lewis. Torchy, I'm going to try and get a little more footage at that coin show. I'm going to try and be a little less obvious about my photography next time at the coin show. But yeah, Mystic and I had a really good time at that coin show. And again, I say this every time we're having a stream on public. I want to thank Mystic for helping me walk at that coin show. He was a real trooper. So thank you, Mystic. So hopefully the next one, buddy, I'll be in a lot better shape.
I mean, from what I hear, the only time it was after you tried to get an $800 coin for $8. It kind of vanished into the wind, but
yeah, I thought it was funny. Mystic thought it was funny. The coin dealer did not think it was funny, Greg. Bad Idea Lab. Joe, thank you for sending me your address, sir. I've got 8 more prizes. I mailed 30.
Remind Rob of the early bird race.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get down to the bottom here fast. I just realized it was 10:19.
I've been trying to talk Charlie into no giveaways on Saturday night.
Hey guys, who else but Rob could be late for the early bird race? Come on.
There you go. Autism Mary. Can everyone check out my post on my page? There's a fundraiser going on in the gold community. There you go, guys. We'll give Miss Mary's shout out right there. Boom. Thank you, Mark. Okay, Jeremy says, hey, Rob, we call 22-22. We call 33-33. Why don't we call 11-11, 1-1-1-1-1?
What?
That's a good question. Rocky Fry, boom. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. Bill, I was a tad slow in leaving a like. I was holding out to see how the show was going. Thank you, Bill. Good evening, Miss Tommy She Devil. She got a prize sent her way too. Miss Lucinda, hello. Oh, absolutely, Bill. Denise fixed that chicken parm recipe that I got from Mr. Make It Happen. We had that for dinner last night, which is one of our favorite meals, and then we had the rest of it for dinner tonight. And I swear to God, it was better tonight than it was yesterday.
It is.
Absolutely, Jay. When you have a dog in the house, nothing goes to waste, sir. Scott, there's a lot that went behind that story, and I'm not saying that he was a DICK just because he was an ex-husband. He wound up, once he found out that I was dating his ex-wife, who he divorced 5 years earlier, and as long as she wasn't seeing anybody, he didn't give a crap. But as soon as he found out she was dating somebody, he started stalking us at the house when we moved in together. He started stalking us at the house, and then when the first night I went to go out to meet her parents, he broke into our house and stole my truck, or stole the key. He tried stealing my truck, but her daughter's boyfriend kept him from stealing my truck. But he did he smashed my truck's windshield, broke into the house armed, smashed my truck's windshield when he tried stealing the truck, and then he wound up taking the truck keys. And of course, once I heard about it, I notified my department since I actually lived in the city I worked in. I notified my department. My department sent several officers over. Obviously, did a crime scene investigation at my truck, and then they allowed me and my partner off duty with radios to track him down. He was going a couple cities south with my keys, and he kept calling in with threats. And eventually, we were able to get my keys back. And then once we told him that there was charges out for him, he wound up coming into the department Monday morning with his lawyer and turning himself in. And things got really ugly there for a while. He tried causing me a lot of problems with my police department, and they all wind up backfiring on him. But yeah, so when I say he was a DICK, I'm not kidding. This guy turned out to be a real psycho. So yeah. I wasn't saying that just because he was a jerk. He really was an a-hole. Tina, Ticket SoCal. Speaking of leftovers, I'm hungry. Should have had some Christine's leftovers. That's right. That's exactly right, Grandma Kelly. Yep, Jeremy, we lose it to get fat, but we weren't fat back then because you didn't have. There you go, fairy dust. Nice, Scott. See, we're talking about food and Wrench is over there cooking.
Come on, Rob. You're 15 minutes behind. He's speed reading now.
No, we're just gonna skip right to the good stuff here, Zach. All righty, guys, we're going to start right off for a, what are we going to start right off for? Let's get something good going right off the bat here.
That could be Grandma Kelly. Wish I could say that about me and my ex-wife, but oh well.
You know, guys,
the early late bird race.
We're going to start right off for Big Foreign Silver, a 19. Okay, as soon as Rob can see this.
Doug McClure, how you doing? Hi, little Wrench.
We're going to start this off for a 1929 British
Well,
shilling.
Rob, I got something that'll make you feel better. I had to pull an old man trick today.
Here we go, guys. It's the size of a quarter, 1929 British shilling. That's what we're going to run this race for. Go ahead, Zach.
Nice. Rob.
I was trying to read some very fine print directions on a medical thing. You know, it was too small. My eyes couldn't focus. I had to use my phone as a magnifying glass.
Well, at least you used your phone and you looked kind of inconspicuous as opposed to, doing the old man getting the magnifying glass out. I had a
guy I used to work for. He would do that over one of his eyes. He'd make a little tunnel with his hand, and that would help him focus. I was elected to lead, not to read. Gold sniping farmer got $200 face value and 90% silver the other day.
Boom. Alrighty, guys, let's go duck race number 1 here for a British 1929 British sterling shilling. Excuse me.
You're 36, J. Paul?
Yeah, he's a baby.
Fuck, even I can call him a baby.
Alrighty, guys, 3, 2, 1 for British Big Silver. Go.
Hey, Diver. See, I'm a millennial. I just use my phone, take a picture, and blow it up.
Nice, Mark. Hi, Miss Mermaid. Howdy, Darren's Hobbies. Good evening, Miss Patty Dirtclod.
Mermaid turns 34 or 54 on Thursday. Happy early
Well,
birthday.
I don't think she looks it. Good for you, Miss Mermaid. Mr. Brewer, how we doing, sir? Rocky
Pretty
says
good.
our mountain peaks already got snow. Wow. And we're still in the water down here.
Still in the water. I'm sweating right now. What? I think this is the first night I don't have the cooler on. Javier turned 59 yesterday.
Mr. Tully, good evening. Darren says, I wish somebody would steal my truck. All right, guys, 30 seconds ago. Gold Sniping Farmer, come on, man.
There goes the fade. Let's see who's got it.
Yes, Scott, that is definitely. All righty, guys, 12 seconds ago here. We got Paul Casper front, William E., treasure hunting SWPA. Here comes Mr. Minix in the strawberry head. Is it going to be Mr. Minix? Boom, Mr. Minix, and he is here tonight.
Minix is a fun guy, too.
Congrats, Mr. Minix.
Minix, you got Rob's email, don't you? FLThunder@me.com.
Just give us a woohoo, Mr. Minix. He said, "Nice, thanks, Rob." Boom, he is here. We don't even have to start the timer. Congratulations, buddy.
No, I knew Minix was here. So what about Bill? Bill, you getting stuff ready for your move?
Yes, I am. Been busy the last few days getting rid of stuff.
I think I'm getting as excited as Bill.
Oh yeah, I can already tell I'm going to love Florida.
Just gets a little. It gets a lot humidity here in the summer, Bill. But
Oh yeah, we get a lot of humidity here in Tennessee in the summer. So
there you go.
The only difference is he freezes his ass off in winter. It's a fair trade.
Well, that's not good, Scott. Lucinda said I just bought a magnifier on Amazon. Oh. Very nice, Gold Sniping Farmer. I made another silver purchase this week, too.
Later, Martin
There
Smart.
you go, guys. Tomcat Josh says there is the post for the fundraiser.
Later, Full House.
Moon goes, we're going to have a late bird race. No, Mona, food always sounds good. Grandma Kelly, I hear that a lot about exes.
You will never be able to hear that about me.
Yeah, Tommy, that was it's a very interesting part of my life back then, Tommy.
All right. Did you guys ever have the Cops TV show come through town when you were working?
Our city turned them down.
What?
Our city turned them down. I don't know why, but for some reason the command staff of our city chose not to do it. Now the sheriff's office, which that surrounded our city, that our city was part of the county, was Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, and they did it, but our city itself got asked and they turned them down.
They came through our town way back then, and it was like the quietest night ever on record. They wound up leaving like halfway through the shift, 3/4 through the shift, or something like that. It was just a waste of time.
Now, what's interesting, Zach, is like I say, I just started dating this woman who worked at a big rehab healthcare facility. She was an executive secretary to the CEO of the healthcare facility. And so when that first came out, those like first few episodes, all her coworkers knew she was dating a cop, and they basically all came to her and said, "Wow, I didn't realize cops were such dicks." They all had no idea how real life was out there, and they just saw all these cops as dicks out there with all these people that they were having to deal with out there. And I'm like, have any of them come out and ride with me all day? Because our department had an open door policy where if you came in and to the front desk and you signed up and you signed a waiver and you signed a, they did a background check and you didn't have any arrests or convictions or anything, you could actually ride along with. Now, a lot of officers didn't like a civilian in their car. I always took the civilians. And there was a lot of times where they came to me and said, "Rob, we got somebody in front. Nobody wants to take him. Would you mind taking him?" Yeah, sure. A lot of cops don't like people in their car. It's like their workplace, and it's their 8 hours that they get for solitude. And a lot of guys don't like, and a lot of our guys wouldn't take our Explorers. I was an Explorer advisor the whole time with my department, and a lot of our guys didn't like taking our Explorers either. And that's the only way those kids are going to get experience to learn what police work is like, so they can eventually, hopefully get old enough to go to the police academy. But
see, our department had an open door policy too, but it was a little bit different. If you were too much of a prick when they were arresting you, they'd just forget to close the door and turn the corner real sharp. Sucked.
Oh, we had those days back before you legally had to seatbelt them in. If somebody was back there spitting on you or saying your mother was a whore or something like that, you go, "Oh, squirrel on the road," and you'd slam on the brakes, and then they'd face screen into the screen. "You're a freaking dick." Yeah, say something about my mother again, and there's going to be another squirrel on the road. Okay.
Cameras ruined everything.
Yes, they did. Cameras and seatbelts. Mark says, "I have been happily unmarried for the past 7 years." We actually,
congratulations on that.
Mark, we had another couple that was on our trivia team for a while that wasn't married either, and that was our trivia team for a while. Happily Unmarried was our trivia team name.
Read Hobo Rob.
That's awesome, Hobo Rob. Full Half says, "Oh, my head's been used to open the door." No, I never did that with anybody. Oh, Mona, that was a great one, Mona. Yeah, and he had all those guys in the back of the car going, "You take me out of these cuffs, I'll mess you up." And I go, "Well, then why didn't you mess me up before I put the cuffs on?"
Is that only one?
And here's another thing too. When I was an undercover narcotics detective, and you talk to these guys, and they're like, and they think they're just talking to another doper, and they're like, "I ever get arrested, I'm never narking on anybody. I'm not giving anybody's name." And then like 3 weeks later, you arrest them, and you have one of the detectives go in to interview them, and you're watching behind the one-way glass, and they're singing like a bird. They're naming every name they can name to try and get out of something. And I will tell you, that's not one. That is every single person that I've ever seen get arrested that had another partner in crime. Every single one of them tries to save their own ass. There is literally the phrase "no honor among thieves" is exactly the truth.
While there is no honor among thieves in Southern California, there is some ass whoopings. You do not do that.
Eating a maple leaf.
That will end poorly for you.
Maple leaf.
Well, I'm not saying they ever did that in jail, but I mean, like on the initial interview and stuff like that, it was. But yeah, I have to admit, Zach, it was fun being a cop in the mid to late 80s and 90s. No cameras, no cameras in the car, no body cameras, no the department couldn't monitor how fast your vehicle was going or where you were at every day in your car, that they can monitor by GPS monitor where your car is at now. Absolutely, Bill. Watching the job change from the 80s now is crazy. Absolutely, Bill. I mean, Bill knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Stupid.
There's a story one of the sergeants will tell around here that they were working when they got the first cars with GPSs in them. And it was middle of the night, and he called up one of his underlings or whatever, and he's like, "Where are you at?" And he says, "Wouldn't you like to know?" "Well, where are you at? I need to know where you're at." And he was pulled off sleeping, hiding somewhere in town. He says, "You'll never find me." He says, "Okay." So the guy didn't know there was GPS in the car, so he was able to follow his GPS, pulled right onto his sleeping spot, and ruined his sleeping spot for him.
I will tell you this: I had a real evening, Ficus. Thank you, Dirt Club. Absolutely, Patty. I've seen some things that I wouldn't even describe to you, good people here, because I wouldn't want to depress you and make you sick. Hi, Zeus. When I was a brand new rookie Zach, in the first little department I worked at, it was a 30-man department. I was sitting car to car bullshitting with one of the senior guys. He had like 15 years on, and I was this wide-eyed 24-year-old rookie that thought I was just going to go out there. And I literally thought crime. I literally thought that Zach. I don't know how Bill feels. Bill. When I became a cop, I literally thought crime was going to stop the minute I hit the street. I really did. I actually thought that. And I remember sitting car to car with this guy, and he got a call for a barking dog or a loose dog complaint or something. And he picked up the radio and he said, I'm 51, which means en route. Okay. And he hung the mic back up. So I thought, well, he's just going to finish his story. So he just kept telling this story. And then about 6-7 minutes later, he picked the mic up and he said, I'm 1097, which meant he was in the area. And then about another 3-4 minutes later, he just kept telling the story. And about another 3 minutes later, he picked the mic back up and he said, I'm 10-8 back in service. The dog's GOA, can't find it. Put the mic down. Handled an entire loose dog call and never left sitting where he was. And I was just sitting in my car like this going, you can't do that. Apparently you can.
What do you want him to do? Go pull up with his billy club and teach the dog what for? Shock, you want.
Yep, Bill, couldn't agree with you more, sir. You know what funny? You say that, Greg, but there is a huge pay difference between police officers and teachers. As a matter of fact, it's almost a double pay difference, Greg. My buddy, Tampa PD right now, a starting officer at Tampa PD starts off at about $85,000 a year. And folks, I never made more than $35,000 a year in my life, ever, in my best year, 30 years ago. So $85,000 today. And my buddy that just retired from Tampa PD, he's married 30 years now, 32 years. His wife's never had to work a day outside of the house. Now, they don't live in a fancy house. He lives in the original house he built 35, 40 years ago when they first got married. They never moved to a big, expensive house when real estate dropped and all these people went out and bought houses and got in over their heads. He just lives in the same small 3-bedroom house that him and his wife had. He has a truck now that's 15 years old and it's paid for because he had a take-home cruiser, and finally after like 10, 15 years, him and his wife finally bought a new car for her to use so she'd have a dependable car, and that car's now paid off. But he just retired after 25 years at Tampa PD, and he's got a phenomenal retirement. Now, was that a dangerous job? Yeah, but after 25 years, even as a master patrol officer with overtime, he was making almost $100,000 a year. In the state of Florida, if you're making $100,000 a year, you're making phenomenal money. And his retirement was absolutely incredible. Now, I have also a buddy who retired as a sergeant at the department I worked at, and he was probably making close to $90,000 a year at a smaller department, but his pension is 70% of his pay. Okay, so he's getting what's 70% of 90, $65,000 a year he's getting as a pension. And that doesn't even count Social Security that he's going to get 5 years from now. But now his wife just retired. His wife was making less than half of him as a teacher, and she just retired after 23 or 25 years as a teacher, and her pension is less than half of that. So yeah, Greg, they're underpaid, but teachers are way more underpaid than police officers. Mona, it's the funnest job in the world. Absolutely, Hobo Rob. You just keep turning 29 every year, sir. Good evening, Mr. Greg, Yankee down south.
Hello, Mrs. Candu.
Hello, Mrs. Candu. Hi, Paula.
Good evening, Mrs. Kendu. Good evening, Mr. Lodak. Wow. CHP's hired 122K. Wow. Starting rookies are paid a portion. Wow.
No, starting rookies with paid academy.
Yeah, when I went to the academy, you had to pay your own way in the academy, and you weren't guaranteed a job. You just got sponsored by an agency, and you got their uniform. That's all they gave you. Now, 30 years later, when you get hired as a cadet, and they send you to the academy, and you get
Come here, buddy.
you get
Come here.
2/3 pay.
Come here.
So yeah, so they actually screen you and hire you before they send you to the academy. But 35 years ago, when I went to the academy, you had to pay your own way to the academy, which was like $600 and some dollars. But now the academy is probably thousands of dollars.
Come here.
I know a couple of guys that are getting into it right now.
No, I'll tell you, being a cop now and being a cop 30 years ago, I say it's inherently more dangerous now. Hi, kitty cat. 2 kitty cats.
Yep. Seymour and Binks.
Wow. Bill says it's 6 months and it's a live-in. That's our FHP Academy, Bill. Florida Highway Patrol is also a live-in academy. Yeah, Mary, and I think that's absolute total bullshit, Mary. There is no teacher that should have to pay for their own supplies.
They have to pay for their own extras. They don't, if they want to do stupid extra projects, yes, they have to pay for them. But the basic standards are covered. Those aren't coming out of their pockets.
Hobo Rob, they're giving and we're not going to get into politics here tonight, but I know they're advertising that $50,000 sign-on bonus. That's a hell of a sign. That's not like $5,000, folks. $50,000 is pretty damn life-changing. All right, guys, let's make sure I got Mr. Lodak in the race here.
Yeah, just remember, you apply for ICE, you got to pass the lie detector test.
Hi, buddy.
Passing a lie detector test isn't really that hard. Just don't lie.
Oh, I don't know. I had a roommate. He was MP in the military here, and he went to do that because of the sign up and stuff, and he couldn't pass the test. He was considered a national risk.
Well, then he was lying about something.
Boom. Good evening, Mr. Sheldon. Yeah, see, he says not everywhere teachers get the basics. That's right.
Where's Seymour? Come on, bud. We'll play with
it
after the...
Bill, buddy, you keep out there finding your gold rings and silver rings and jewelry in the parks, you and Christine. You keep enjoying your retirement, Bill. You have no desire to deal with the stress of those ice raids. There you go. Mermaid says her lie about everything, so the test There you go, Mermaid. Yeah, I would probably think in every way, guys, in every way imaginable, life is way different than it was 30, 40 years ago. There you go. There you go, Bill. Good evening, Mr. Shane, Ohio River History.
Seymour, come here.
Moon.
Come here. Come here. Come here, big guy.
Yeah, Moon, like I say, and like I say, we're not going to get into politics, but there is so much money that this country spends on other things. There should be a budget just for teacher supplies. Yep, Mona.
Oh my God.
Mr. Shane, thank you for being on your OR8 short so I can see you in the stream. I appreciate that, sir. Yeah, there you go. It's not a sign-up bonus, it's a finish bonus. Nice full half. Well, give her our thanks, Moon. Darren, I have to admit, buddy, if I was 25 again, there'd be so many things I'd want to do, but I really can't complain. I've done so many things in my life that a lot of people will never get to do that I'm very, very thankful. I got to fly in a helicopter one night when I was with the sheriff's office. I was pulling into the station one night to turn in my paperwork before I went home, and the pilot just happened to land. I can't remember why he was there, but he landed on the pad, and he was there with me, and he says, "You getting off?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm just turning in some paperwork. I'm off duty for the night." He says, "Why don't you fly back to the hangar with me?" I said, "Really? Could I?" "Yeah, sure. Come on, fly back to the hangar with me." Never met the guy. Didn't even know him. He had no idea who I was, besides I was wearing a uniform like him. Put me in there, hooked up the radio for me. We started flying back to the sheriff's office hangar, and we flew over my parents' house. I was still living at home then, guys. I was 24. So he let me fly over my mom and dad's house, and light up their house with the spotlight. And it was so bright, my mom saw it inside the house and came out, and she was standing in the front yard pointing up at the helicopter. So when I came home that night with my cruiser, I came in the house and my mom goes, "Oh, it was so exciting." She said, "Something was going on here. The sheriff's office flew right over and shined their light on me in the front yard." I go, "Yeah, Mom, that was me." And so yeah, I got to fly in a helicopter one night, guys. It was super, super exciting. And Greg says, "Yeah, I've got to fly it." Yeah, Greg's life, guys, probably makes mine look tame. I've gotten to jump out of a few helicopters and a lot of airplanes. Nice, Moon. Thank you, Mona. Nobody would believe it. Two true stories that are too bizarre to believe. Yeah, I've tried, since I have a fear of heights, guys, I've tried to go to all the highest buildings in the world of every city I've been to. I've been to the top of the Empire State Building. Absolutely phenomenal. Anybody gets a chance to do that, absolutely just a phenomenal thing, going to the top of the Empire State Building.
Rob, with your track record for accidents, I would probably stay away from high places too.
Well, I will tell you this. My sister has lived in Kansas City for over 50 years, and she finally agreed to meet us. We were driving back to Kansas City, and she agreed to do the 4-hour drive to meet us in St. Louis. And we all met at St. Louis, and we went to the top of the arch, and she's never been to the arch because she's petrified, absolutely petrified of heights. So when we went up there, her and I and Denise, and I'm not real big on heights, but Denise and I were just, and the thing is if you look at the arch, it's built like a triangle. It's built like this with the top piece, but the walls are built like this. So on the inside, they have a walkway that's only like 4 or 5 feet wide, but since the walls are built like this, the glass angles out. So when you lean over to look down, you're actually putting your hands on the glass at an angle, and you're hanging over the arch. And it's scarier than hell, Zach. So my sister wouldn't do it. She stood right in the middle of that 4-foot path, right in the middle there. She goes, "Nope, I'm good right here." And the minute we said, "Okay, we've been there enough," she was standing right in front of that kid in front of the elevator to go back down. So we started talking to the teenage kid standing there. And I said, what is this thing rated for? And he says, "Well, this is built to withstand 120 to 140 mile an hour winds." And I said, "Cool." And he goes, "But we can still be open at 70 to 80 miles an hour. And he goes, "So I've been in here at 70 miles an hour. And he goes, "You ought to see how much this thing sways at 70 miles an hour. It is so flipping cool." And I went, "Kid, you're out of your effing mind." He goes, "Oh, I know. We're just up here like this, and it's swaying like this." And I'm like, when you're 19 or whatever, you have no concept of death. None. Good evening, Bart Cummins. Yeah. I've been to the top of the Eiffel Tower. I've been to the top of the CN Tower in Toronto. I've been to the inside the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. That is one cool place. There's a museum inside of there that shows you the footage of the Germans rolling through Paris when they captured France. They show you home movies of like smuggled under a guy's coat when the German Panzer divisions rolled down.
Hi, Angie.
So, hey, man, Angie. Hi, buddy.
Hi, Bill Bresky.
All right, I'm trying to give him pets, but the second I stop. Yeah, Mr. Lodak, never trust anyone that willingly jumps out of a perfectly good app. Now, Denise said that's something Denise wants to do.
Buy her a ticket.
I'm actually thinking about that, Zach, for her birthday.
You should do it.
Now, she did do something she's always wanted to do when they were traveling with the motorhome. There was a section where I had to leave to get back to work, so I left the motorhome early, rented a car, and drove back to Florida. But part of the trip, I can't remember where they were, in New Mexico or somewhere, but she surprised her parents on their wedding anniversary with a balloon flight, and then they insisted that she come up with them. So Denise and her parents did a did a balloon flight, sunrise balloon flight. I think it was over New Mexico, and she just described it as absolutely fantastic. Now, I've never been in a hot air balloon. I'd like to do that. My oldest.
I didn't like it. Check out my Slodex.
Oh, Scott says you got McClory twice last night on Sticky's live stream. Nice, Miss Mary. There you go. There you go.
Okay, girl.
Nope, not doing that either, Brian.
No more bad medicine. Okay, sweetheart.
Wow, Mermaid, that was a loaded statement right there. That's probably where we'll go. Either there or Z Hills. Do they do tandems in Z Hills, Craig?
I think you want more food.
I agree, Darren. I agree. Nick says, nope, did a hot air balloon, never again.
You want more food? You want more food, sweetheart? A little bit more?
Now, Hobo Rob, and Greg, do they put two parachutes in that? Do you have one in the front, one in the back? Even Johnny Small Pepper, thanks. Yeah, Mermaid sounded fantastic. Greg says, I've never landed in a hot air balloon. I hope not, Greg. I've never been up in an ultralight either. Guys, we have a surprise for you good people tomorrow morning on the stream.
Hi, Jody Small Pepper.
Somebody's asked me if they can run their 500 subscriber giveaway tomorrow on my stream, and I have agreed to that, even though the one time that Charlie and I did that about 3.5 years ago did not work out real well, and the person how do I say this politely? Fucked us over. Was that polite enough, Bill? But I'm not going to let that. I'm not going to let that dissuade me from doing the other person's giveaway tomorrow, because I've known that person's been on our stream for years, and they've donated prizes before, and they've always sent them. So, but we're having a big giveaway tomorrow, guys, for a huge, big, old silver coin. So you folks do not want to miss tomorrow's stream. There you go, Mona. If we were meant to fly, we'd have wings. Yeah, you know what, Pat Paul? I can't do that. I can't do big Ferris wheels like that. When they do that come over thing and they start going forward and down, I just feel like I'm going to be. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that, Pat Paul. I can't do that either. All right, Greg, you need to explain to me what that means. Is that are these guys that don't think their shit stinks or something? No, I have not, Brian. Denise wants to do that too. There she goes. She's done skydiving. Man, this mermaid's done a lot of stuff too. Yeah, I just don't like. Oh yeah, Greg. I keep telling you, Greg. You get one of your wingsuit jumps converted over to DVD or to digital that we can show on the thing. I will put that up on one of our Sunday streams in a minute, Craig. I mean, look at that amusement ride over there in Saudi Arabia that just broke in half. And luckily, when it fell, it only dropped like 5-6 foot, and several people were injured, but fortunately, nobody died in that. Ah, they're God snobs. Okay, gotcha, Greg. Buddy, people think you're like the loneliest, most ignored cat in the world. You sleep all day, and then you cry all night because nobody's paying attention to you. I keep telling Denise, every time he falls asleep during the day, we need to wake him up and keep him up like a baby so that he finally decides to sleep through a night. There we go. Nick says, I'm going to be holding my 4K party. Congratulations on your 4K, Nick. Want to wait for the Canadian Post. Yeah, you know, it's funny. For this time, for some reason, I didn't hear about the Canadian Post being on strike this time. Ouch, Shane. Ouch. Oh, gravity does work big time, Mona, for sure. Greg says DeLand is good peeps. All right. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Full House got a good joke coming up. What's the difference between a helicopter pilot and God? Okay. I'm looking forward to this one. Oh, nice, Tomcat Josh. Yeah, you can do that. I'm sure DeLand you can too, but you can definitely get the video at Zephyr Hills too. Good deal, Nick. All right, let's hear the punchline. Boom. Congratulations, Grandma Kay. God doesn't think he's a helicopter pilot. Oh, that's excellent, Full App. Congratulations, Grandma Kay. I know you've done a lot of work, and I know not everybody agrees with the way you did it.
All right, Dutchie.
You did it exactly the way you were supposed to do it through Google AdSense.
Congrats, Grandma Kelly.
And my hat's off to you, young lady. Mr. Gold Panning Dutchy Jocko, welcome, sir. What time is it in your side of the world, sir? Probably 4 or 5 a.m. Hi, Angie. Wearing a Mothman pin tonight. Not the Mothman.
Tom Riley, good evening. God says, I got one more dark race in me. I'm fading fast.
All right, give me 1 minute here. All right, Denise has our dad joke of the night, Bill.
Okay.
Do you know what 50 Cent did when he got hungry?
No.
58.
Oh. Oh.
What's he laughing about?
In the bedroom, sending me text.
Oh.
Yeah, that was definitely
That's the dad joke of the evening.
All righty, let's do another duck race here. Let's see what we got here.
How late are you going tonight, Rob? 8:30 or half past?
Yeah.
I'll do one for my usual right before the end.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do a big silver then too. So what is it, 11:04? Yeah, we'll do a big race at the end, but let's do another. You know what? Let's do another pretty big silver here. Oh. No, we did not catch that.
And that, folks, is how you watch Rob lose a piece of silver forever. That item will never be seen again. It'll never be spoken. It'll never be heard.
Right, I see it. It's way under the desk.
Somewhere in that house, the cat has a collection of silver that would make any man proud.
Yeah, if I ever find,
I think it's somehow with the sock in the dryer. Just it just disappeared.
No, those cats have to have a massive stack of silver.
If I ever find what he did with my reals, Zach.
You could be right, Zach. They're trying to figure out how to get some so they could take it to the store and buy cat food.
I don't care about the real. I care about that other one in the world, never ever been seen before. Even the museum surprised about it. Relic.
Well, if I find it, Zach, it's going to the museum.
Metal
Right.
detect the litter box as a medical detectorist.
Yeah, Bill, if cats got thumbs, they'd rule the world. Alrighty, guys, we've got a 1955 Republic of Portugal, Mozambique, 10. I believe this is a 10. I will find out here in a minute. Ten escudos, and it is 720 silver. Here we go, guys. Absolutely beautiful coin, about the size of a quarter. 720 silver. We're going to run the duck race for that right now. I believe everybody that's here I have in the race. Let me double check that. Participants. Make sure there's not any surprise name in here. I did put Mr. Lodak in. All right, guys. Everybody I see on the list is in the race. So this is going to be for Portugal silver, guys. Shuffle once. Shuffle twice. Shuffle 3 times. And 3, 2, 1, and go.
Shane is saying he just built the Knox today. I'm assuming that means like a new shaft and whatnot. Hello, Brad Hayden.
Alrighty, guys.
Oh, he built a box for a shovel. That was a typo.
Why would you need a box for a shovel?
Because somebody wanted it and he's mailing it out.
Oh.
I want to congratulate Tim and Kathy, Team Lynch. They got the winning shovel from the 5,000 some giveaway. My man John at Detector Warehouse, whose scroll's going across the bottom, sent that to them, and they said it's an absolutely beautiful shovel. So I'd like to thank John with Detector Warehouse that sponsored my 5,000 sub giveaway.
Very nice. Couldn't happen to nicer folks.
Absolutely, Zach. Couldn't agree more.
I bet, Mr. Minix.
Ray McKelly, I couldn't agree more. There's the 19-second fade, guys. Jay Paul's up there. Fun with Dirt. Moon. Marty Verstal's up there. Ernie's fading. Mega Dog's fading. Here comes Texas Donna. Here comes Papa Rouse. Can you hold it for 7 seconds? No. John Long Silver Rails, but we know he's not here on Saturday nights. Boom. It's John Long. And my Muddy Mess is second, and Full Half is third. We know Full Half is there right there.
Muddy Mess is here, too.
Yep. And if you're here, please let us know. I'm going to start the timer right now.
She's here. She commented not even a minute ago.
Yeah, I know she is. But she's got it. There she is right there. My Muddy Mess. Boom. So we know Ann's here. And that's probably going to go to Ann because I'm sure John Long Silver Rails, I have never seen him on a Saturday night stream. He's our Sunday morning guy, him and J-Man.
Nice, Rob.
He didn't win this one, Greg. But good evening, Brad. Thank you, William. My Muddy Mess is here. My Muddy Mess says. Rocky Fried, Denise was nice enough to make me a cup before she went to bed. I'll have cup number 2 after it's over. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Ringo. Nice, Brian. Alrighty, guys, 7 seconds. There you go. There you go, Grandma Kelly.
Hello,
And
Five Mom.
boom, that's going to Ann, my muddy mess.
Congrats, Muddy.
Happy to ship her out another silver. Boom. Guys, Tom Riley TTH has given me authority to say this, guys. We don't usually get too serious here at night, but we're going to get serious.
A small pepper.
Tom Riley just found out, guys, that his wife's been diagnosed with breast cancer, and they are heading, I guess Monday, they're heading to Moffitt Cancer Center in Tampa, which is a world-renowned cancer center. So to see what treatment plan they start. So he's asking for everybody prayers. So you could say, I don't know Tom's wife's first name. I'm sure I did it one time. I'm sorry, Tom. I can't remember her wife's name.
I'm so
But
sorry,
guys,
Tom.
If you're religious or not, I will. Denise and I will definitely
Thoughts
say
and prayers,
prayers for
Tom.
Tom. I will say this positively, guys. Troy's wife got breast cancer, and she went to a great facility too, and she beat her breast cancer, guys. It is beatable. So I know Troy wound up quitting our club and spending over a year taking care of his wife, and she beat it. So Tom, your wife can beat this, sir. So there we go. But congratulations to Ann, my muddy mess. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. You guys rock. You guys just all rock. You're the best. 78 people in the house. Boom. You folks rock. And we got
And PA Patriot, good evening.
72 likes. Wow, we're almost there, guys. And
Hey,
since it's
Patriots,
11:12, Rob's going to actually remember to end the poll. Have you traveled outside your home state to treasure hunt this year? Yes, 36%. No, 64%. So over a third of you good folks. One bit in New Hampshire, Vermont. Wow. Nice, PA. Nice. So there you go, guys. He's one of the yeses. 36% said yes. And guys, I definitely hope to be one of those 36% people next year. Obviously, I did not leave state this year. Now, I did get up all the way to Pensacola, so I was probably less than an hour away from Alabama. I did get up there once to see Mr. Charlie, Shane, and Brad, Alpha Ninja. And guys, those 3 guys gave me one of my best days this year. Helped me in the water and helped me out of the water up there. It was one of my best days. Oh, Moon says prayers for Brooklyn Chicks. She's going to be getting bypass surgery next month. Holy shit. Moon, definitely prayers for her. Absolutely. Oh, that's it, Mermaid. Just screw up my whole poll. Thank you, Johnny. Oh, Greg says we have episode 12 of Sunday Eats. Wow, I'm 3 episodes behind. Greg actually had a place a couple weeks ago he wouldn't recommend, guys.
Is my surprise evident?
But Nick says, I'm just hoping to detect next year. My leg should be all healed up. I'm with you, Nick. I'm with you. I had no idea, Nick, that using this cane for the last year and putting all my weight on that cane because my right leg couldn't take it. I had no idea how much my right leg atrophied. I pronounced that one right. So, yep, guys, I'm having to rebuild the right leg up because it can't support my weight. Well, Hobo Rob, if you're outside of California, then that counts.
He is.
Johnny Paul Small Pepper says, I have been in on bypass surgery. Those teams are world class. She will be in great hands. There you go, Johnny. Man, speaking of experience right there. That's awesome, Johnny. Well, Johnny, it must have worked real good because, man, I can't. Buddy, my eyes tear up watching you eat those peppers. I'm telling you, buddy. Hobo Rob says, but it was a great prospecting trip. That's awesome, Hobo Rob. Thank you, Relic Reaper Don. Much appreciated. Thank you, Relic Reaper. That was awesome. So Wishes says amen. Thank you all very much. Tell you guys, greatest group in the world out here. 81 good people, Zach. So guys, when Bill told me he was moving here, I thought it was going to take a year, but he says they're already well along in building their new house. So Bill's hoping it's going to be a few months. About right, Bill?
About right. Or sooner.
Thank you, Johnny. I didn't realize it would be that much, Johnny, but I've got a good physical therapy team. I saw my surgeon Wednesday, guys. I got my stitches out Wednesday. I can actually take a shower now. Oh my God. One of life's greatest pleasures, guys, taking a very hot shower. Phil Garner says, roll tide, roll. I'm assuming Alabama won today. Phil, you got a prize sent to you this week too, sir. But
Who, me?
yeah, my doctor's actually ordered another 2 weeks of physical therapy. So see you all tomorrow as I will be working. Shane, make sure you get your picks done before you go, sir. Great group, Tom. Absolutely fantastic group, sir. Johnny, I can't wait, sir. It's been so long since I've been able to metal detect on my own. Thank you, Greg. You know, it's funny because I was telling somebody this the other day. Guys, when I stand at the sink to brush my teeth, I still catch myself bringing my right leg off the ground and balancing on my left leg because that's what I've done for a year now because I couldn't put weight on my right leg. I actually catch myself standing on my one leg. I've got to remember to put my right leg down now because it'll support myself as a second leg.
Yeah.
There you go. Bill says, Bill, hope to get to roast a nice big turkey in your new house. Guys, I can't wait to come pick Bill up and head to Daytona Beach.
Yep.
Miss Mermaid, have a great night. Hope to see you in the morning. Take care. Get a good night's sleep. Great video last Monday, Miss Mermaid. That woman can find some serious. Those Mexican folks lose a lot more change on their beaches than Americans do. I missed the days, Zach and Bill, back when Clearwater Beach had parking meters that took quarters. Because, I mean, you could literally find almost an entire roll of quarters that people put on the sand next to the blanket and then forgot about. And now that they're all credit card and debit card.
Yeah, those days are gone. Dang.
What do you
Absolutely,
mean?
Nick.
You used
Absolutely,
to be able to put quarters in parking machines?
Good night, Johnny Small Pepper.
Yeah, up until probably 3, 4, 5 years ago, they still had the old style, put the quarter, a dime, or nickel in and turn the and they would only last for like 3 hours. So if you were going to be on the beach all day, you had to make sure you came back to the machine and put more money in. Yep, there you go, Torchy. Hopefully they're still out there. And you know, it's funny, people I don't know if I've ever done a beach hunt where somebody goes, you guys really ever find anything with those things? And I go, look around. Every single person on this beach, including you, has expensive jewelry on. Yes, we find stuff every single day on this beach because you and every other idiot, every other depositor on this beach you're wearing your good jewelry out here. And then you're amazed. You're absolutely amazed when you lose it. And it does quality videos, Greg. Absolutely.
Nick Mulner, how many debit cards do you find out there on the beach?
You do find the occasional credit card.
Yeah. Hell, I found those out in the woods. I mean, in the middle of BF Egypt. So.
There must have been a drunk one on the beach one night. We found her entire purse, and we wound up turning that into Clearwater PD. Well, Joe, that's not a good thing, sir. I hope the maybe turns into a no, sir. Patty, get better too, dear.
Get better, Patty.
You're way too out there in the middle of nowhere, Patty, to be getting yourself hurt, lady. Get some ice on that baby. I know I'm going to be sitting here with an ice pack on tomorrow, guys. I may have gotten the stitches out, but that right side is just so swollen, it's not even funny. I feel like there's a hunk of beef sitting on my right hip, Bill.
Oh, dang. Why, Paula? I can roast it in the living room.
And guys, Bill's going to be moving into a 1-story house, so he doesn't have to go up and down the stairs. Yay, who, Bill?
Yeah. I don't know. That's really good exercise, though, for when you've had hip surgery, I'll tell you.
Well, like we talked about off camera, Bill, it probably did speed up your, I was going to say speed up your recovery some.
Oh, I know it did because.
Yeah, Mona, because he had to cut through my gluteus medius muscle. It's one of the biggest muscles. One of the biggest muscles you have, Mona. So yeah, it's going to be, that muscle's going to be swollen for quite a while.
Well, Rob, like I said, when I went in to see the doctor, he goes, and the second doctor only lives in a 2-story. They said, well, I go up and down the steps 10, 15 times a day. He goes, oh, you can bypass the therapy this time. He goes, that'll do everything you need. Oh, okay.
There you go. That's what they recommend. Torchy, heat, and ice. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Patty. You're out there on that farm. Uh-oh. Look at that. Gregory Gibson was the first one to say it. 11:22. Javier's right there with it. Oh, it's 11:22. Let's run a race.
You'll never look at that.
What time is it? Menardo time.
It's Menardo time. All righty, guys, let's run this one for a British 3p. And 3, 2, 1, and go.
You will sooner or later, Mona. Everyone wins on Rob's. Loss over.
Yeah, I figured you found it, returned, and she gets pissed at you. People are stupid.
It don't matter. They don't want to take responsibility for anything they've done.
All righty, guys, 52 seconds.
I know you didn't silverweight because you found it like that, and the lady's just an idiot.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why people like that forget their phones on their cars and drop them and don't notice and things like that.
But Deb Melvin up front, Dirt Devil Detecting, Martin, Nomadic Rat Pat, Ringo, and Zard, Darren's Hobbies, who's been here tonight, Nick, and Miss Brooklyn Chip. And there's Julie, a new member, Mike the Greek, Yo, Bill Leo's up there. Oh, everybody's fading. Who's going to come up through this? Scott Jarvie staying there, though. 12 seconds, guys. Mr. Troy's up there. Here comes Relic Rat.
Oh, won't hold it.
Here comes Metal Sharks. Rocky Mountain Brad.
Is anybody from the gold community surprised? That dude's got some luck like you wouldn't believe, Rob.
Have a horseshoe up his butt.
We're looking for Rocky Mountain Brad, Yankee down
Mr.
south.
Brad, are you here, sir?
Over Miami. Brad's listening. We know it. Brad is
says he's here, and Brad says, sorry, Greg, Brad's actually here tonight. Boom. Rocky Mountain Brad. Congratulations, Brad. I still have your address if it hasn't changed, sir. Congrats on your British 3p.
There you go, AU diver.
Already got. Oh, forgot to do that. Already way ahead of that timer.
We still got time to run mine, Rob?
Absolutely, we got time. We can end this whenever we want, Mr. Zach. You're going to put up your usual 3 prizes, winner's choice?
Yeah, floating display case, 2-ounce copper round, or a Madison main boat.
There we go, guys. You heard Mr. Zach's 3. And I will tell you guys, for the last race of the night, we are going to put up another big silver, guys. And we are going to put up a 1936 GW quarter, guys. An old.
If Rob doesn't
go.
lose it.
Boom, there we go.
I was waiting for him to pick up a dime or something, Bill, and it already pulled the switcheroo on us.
All righty, guys. So 2 winners tonight. Zach, what position you want yours to be?
Well, I don't care.
Well, you're offering it. You pick them up, sir. 100th, DAL, pick a number, whatever you want.
We'll go DAL.
We'll go DAL. It'll be an Angie's race. Okay. All righty, guys. Last night. Last race of the night, guys. Rob's getting tongue-tied here. Add that to stream. Okay, guys, dual winners here for race number 4 is going to be for a copper round, a small display case, or Madman Richie's book that's on Amazon that Zach's putting up. You get your choice of whatever 3 you want, guys. Set. Shuffle. Shuffle, and 3, 2, 1, guys, and go. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, Jim says good luck, especially Mona. Yes, we're all rooting for Miss Mona here.
Still no detecting for you, Bill?
What was that, Zackson?
Still not detecting for you?
Yeah, not yet. Hopefully we'll get out on sometime before it leaves.
I hope so, Bill.
My old spot's off ground, off limits. Yeah, I want to try out the orcs.
I mean, realistically, Bill, you're leaving anyway, so rules don't really apply.
There you go, Bill.
The only problem here is they confiscate your equipment.
Ouch. All right, guys, there's a 19-second fade. Bo dead heathen fading.
Just take that kid's detector that you were testing for Amazon.
Yeah, there you go.
All righty, guys. Bob Mazzuli's coming up. Amanda's fading. Chop Shop. Rusty Fines is coming up. Mark Casino. Mr. Jason, who's it going to be? Rusty Fines. Boom. And then Relic right behind him. All righty, guys. We got Rusty Fines, Mark the Senile, and Relic Rat. We know Mark was here earlier.
Yeah.
All right.
Mark, Relic Rat or Rusty, you hear?
Rusty, Mark, or, we know Relic Rat's here. Yeah, Zackson gives you permission to detect. Absolutely. That's what I would tell him.
Just go.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Ron.
Just go like Ron Swanson and have a little note in your pocket. I can do what I want. All right, we're looking for Rusty Vines, Female Detectorist, Relic Rat, Detect Dig Smile, Paul Casper. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, 5 Mile. This could help, though. Have a good night, Lucinda. We'll see you in the morning. Thank you.
Good night, Lucinda.
I'll have to watch a couple of these game on recap tonight. All righty, the timer is up. So the first person that's going to answer now, between Mark, Relic Rat, Detecting Smile, Paul Casper, Olin Borden.
I can't believe Olin hasn't answered.
Dan's or Georgianne, or Zoltan, or Mrs. Gandu. Who's going to answer first?
Jason Miner.
All righty, guys. These are your first top 10 right here.
All right, we're looking for Rusty Fines, Mark the Female Detectorist, Detecting Smile, Relic Rat, Paul Casper, Olin Borden, Dan Smoking Treasures. Mrs. Candu's the first one here.
Candu, yep. She's going to take it. 10.
You won it. Congrats, Mrs. Candu.
Congrats. For that one, you're going to email Rob. Right, Rob?
I got her address. She's good to go. All righty, guys. Let's check DAL. Thank you, Mr. Zach.
Yeah.
Boom. Texas Donna, who we haven't seen tonight. Fluff Nugget, Workman, and Dutchy Jocko. But Dutchy's out of the country.
I'd gift card him or something.
Yeah, there you go. All right,
so
guys.
Texas Donna, Fluff Nugget, Workman's Adventures, Dutchy Jocko, Show Me Treasure, SC Sheldon. Go up a little bit. Workman
just said here.
Okay. All right. Texas Donna or Fluff Nugget, you got 20 seconds. If not, that's going to be Texas Donna. Is that who you said hi?
Workman said hi.
Oh, Workman's. I'm sorry. Thank you, Workman's. Yeah, he's here.
Sheldon, you're above Workman. We're going bottom up.
Okay, boom. That's going to Workman's.
Workman, email me. I'm zackson@gmail.com. The prizes are floating display case, 2-ounce copper round, or a book written by Rich.
2-ounce copper round. Nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. We've already got that master race built for tomorrow. I've already got the Monday Digs race built for tomorrow, and I've already got the members race tomorrow. We're doing we're going to do 3 members races tomorrow, guys. 2 for winner in the stream and 1 again for a winner who's not in the stream. I will post their name in my community post, and they have 72 hours after I post it to contact me. The last one we did that they weren't present to win was backbreaking, and he contacted me, and he got his prize. That was one of the 30 we sent out this week. So, guys, I do realize that not everybody can be here Sunday. So, for you good folks that follow along with the channel, watch my videos, leave comments, I'm happy I'm trying to expand my membership program, guys, and include more people. So if you can't be here on a Sunday, you got 72 hours now if you win a race to respond. So we're going to try run one of those every Sunday now. And guys, like I say, we have a channel tomorrow that's asked to come on to do their 500 subscriber giveaway tomorrow. We were running that tomorrow, and they are giving away a phenomenal prize. And I am also throwing in a big silver to add to their prize. So guys, there's going to be lots of silver given away tomorrow. So make sure you do not miss the stream tomorrow. It's going to be me and Mr. Paparous tomorrow.
Yep.
Awesome.
And if Zackson gets up, he's welcome too.
I never log on.
Mark, yes, you are, sir. We're getting ready to get out of here. Thank you, Mr. Olson. Thank you, Miss Mona. All righty, guys. We want to thank everybody for tonight. Congrats to the winners. And don't miss tomorrow's stream.
Bye, folks.
Everybody. Thanks, guys.